Is there a woman in here that needs God to visit you and give you that house that nobody thought you could live in? Is there a woman in here that needs God to visit you and give you so much money nobody believe you got it? Go hug two women right now and tell her, God visit her and do something impossible. God visit her and do something impossible. Go Rose and tell her, Lord, visit my sister and do something impossible. Grab a woman by the hand and say, Lord, she might have a lump. Tell her she might have a cyst. She might be sick. And the doctor said, there's nothing else he can do. So, Lord, come on and visit her and give us something impossible. Yes. Yes. Clap your hands and give him praise. I wish I had some women just holler, come on, Lord, visit me and give me something that's impossible. Clap your hands. And I gotta close. I said I gotta close. This thing is feeling good to me. Because there is my mama and my baby sister. And when I go back home, I got to leave them. But I'm asking God, when I got to go, visit them. There ought to be some men in here that want God to visit the women in your family. Every sister, lay your hand on another sister right now and say, Lord, visit her and keep your promise. Lord, visit her and give her something that's impossible. Now hug her and say, look out, girl, here it comes. And the last reason, every woman ought to stand right here. The last reason, oh Lord, I said the last reason, God had to visit a woman. He had to tell Sarah, you've been talked about, you've been lied on, you've been rejected. You've been abandoned. No child support. Nobody loving you no more. Can't get a date to Taco Bell. And when you walk in church, these church sisters treating you funny. Don't want to speak to you because of your hairstyle. Looking at you all crazy because you finally got the dress out of layaway. Can I preach in here? And you said, Lord, Sarah said, the last thing that God did, he made me to laugh. He made me laugh. He brought the joy back in my life. In verse number 6, Sarah said, the Lord has caused me to laugh again. And watch this. And everybody that comes around me gonna laugh with me. Get away from those sisters that ain't never happy for you. Get away from those sisters that can't laugh with you, can't stand to see you smile. Can't stand to see you happy. But tonight, I'm going to pray for some women because God going to visit you and blow your pocketbook up. You're going to have so much money, you're going to have to pay some of your enemies' bills. Grab another sister by the hand and say, hey, girl, I'm going to have so much money. I'm going to pay one of your bills. I'm going to get your hair done. I'm going to get your nails done. But you got to pay for your own cruise. But I'm going to be a blessing to you. Clap your hands and give him praise in here. Every woman running her 5 women and tell her, God going to visit you and give you your joy back. All you young women, get up, young women, get up. Y'all young women, get on your feet, young women. Every man stand and clap your hands that God made a woman. She's the best thing God ever made. He made us first, but he saved the best for last. Clap your hands for some women. This is my baby sister, and I want God to give her the desires of her heart. Last year, she came to the revival. She was hurting. She was broken and damaged. Pastor Taylor called her out, laid hands on her, and God, she got a house built from the ground because the man of God prayed for my baby sister. Look at her now, working, doing her own thing. God, visit my sister. Throw those hands up. Somebody in the family got to show the family that God is real. Every time she got a problem, she got other brothers, but she called me. She get a little low financially. I'm her brother. Pastor Taylor laid hands on my baby sister last year. My God, he called her out, and God changed her life. Every woman, get on your feet. I was visiting her, but she needed God to visit her. It's all right to cry, baby. It's all right to cry. I'm your big brother. I got you. There's my big 6'9" football playing nephew back there. 17 years old and 6'9". And when I come to this city, he don't care. He coming to hear his Uncle Martin preach. I preached at Dr. Ward's church. He walked down the aisle, threw them arms around me, almost smothered me. But he knows his uncle is a preacher. There ought to be a man in the family that will lift a standard to let the women in the family know God is real. Look at my mother. Her knees had been hurting her so bad. She got up tonight and walked out in that aisle. Boy, when the power of God in here, he'll make you move. Lay your hands and pray for her again, Superintendent. Last year, she was wondering how she was going to make ends meet. Superintendent Taylor laid hands on her last year, and she got a house built from the ground. Hey, there, Koba. Bow your heads. Man of God right here in the green. Who is this man? Yeah. Come here, brother, preacher. There you get some oil on your hands. Come on, Jackson Hunt. Come on, preacher. Sister Taylor, come here. Hey, Koba. Hold on, go back. The Lord said, count your steps. Count them. Count your steps. Count them. 7. He's getting ready to give you and your husband complete financial victory. Stand behind her. Stand behind her. Complete financial victory. Visit her, Lord. Visit her. Visit her. Visit her. And do something impossible. Visit her, Lord. Visit the burdens of her heart. Visit Sister Taylor. Every husband, go get your wife now. Go get her now if she's in here. Grab her by the hand and ask the Lord, say, Lord, visit my wife. Bring her up here. Y'all come up, bring her up here. Come here with your wife. Pastor gonna lay hands on these couples tonight. We come against division. The devil wants to bring division, but the vision will not die. The Lord said, you shall live to see my glory. You shall live to see my glory. Glory to God. Hey, God. Body be healed. Strength come back and be renewed like the eagles. Lift your hands in here. We're going to pray for some women that need a visit from God. Pastor Taylor didn't ask me nothing last year. I cried for my sister, but the Lord heard my cry. And the man of God praying. Just husband and wife, lift your hands. Because God, man, don't you get mad if God visit your wife. You ought to be glad. Every husband, put your arms around her. And ask God, say, Lord, visit my wife. Visit her, Lord. Visit her, Lord. Tell him, Lord, I can't do everything. I can't fix all of her problems. I can't solve all of her burdens. But, Lord, you visit my wife and lift the burden of her heart, God. Lift her. Keep her healed, God. Pray for your wife. Lord, keep her healed. Lord, bring the happiness and joy back. Lord, if I've done anything, come on, man, if I've done anything to cause a burden, cause any stress, Lord, forgive me. I'm sorry. And tell your wife, I'm sorry, baby. I want God to visit you. My God, I want God to visit you. Pray for your wife. Lord, visit her. And I'm sorry for not being the kind of man I should have been, but I'm still growing. Tell your wife, I'm still growing. I'm still trying, but I want God to visit. I feel a renewing in here.